During the pandemic, when we were all in lockdown, unable to go anywhere and unable to do our usual activities, I decided to grow a vegetable garden. The timing was perfect because it was early spring, so there was enough time to make the garden beds, plant the seeds, and watch them grow throughout the summer. I was very excited. My kids formed part of the project too, and soon we had all sorts of seed packages and seedlings on the go. I need to clarify, though, that in Canada, the window of opportunity for planting is very limited because of the very cold weather, and the sun isn't exactly predictable. So you have to get the whole process of planting seeds just right from the beginning. I was so enthusiastic that I imagined sharing vegetables with the neighbors at the end of the season during the harvest, and I will save you the suspense and we'll fast forward all the way to the harvest. It was terrible. I actually prefer the word pathetic. Clearly, gardening wasn't as easy as it seemed. I was so utterly disappointed. And by the way, the squirrels and the bunnies had their part in ruining the harvest too. But I learned a lot too. I joined a local gardening Facebook page, and every spring now I try to implement the new knowledge and plant my seeds, hoping to eventually see the reward of a lush harvest. And here's an even bigger awareness that came out of all of this experience. When we invest ourselves in something we believe in and that we want to succeed in, it is natural to want to see the results, the reward. God has entrusted temporal means to his people. He has invested in us. It's only to be expected that when he returns, he's going to want to settle the accounts of his investments he's entrusted to us. If you know you've been faithful in managing whatever God has given you, whether it be time, money, a garden, your family, etc., then the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." Those words will ring as your reward. But if you've been foolish, refusing to use the talents and temporal means God has given you for his glory, then you will hear very different words coming from God that will condemn you. And I'd like to add another piece on God's settling accounts with the human race. There are a lot of people who, because of their selfishness and greed, have caused a lot of suffering to others. And sometimes when you look at the world and see that greedy, selfish people get away with leaving others out of a job, or people unable to pay for basic needs like a roof over their head, food, life-saving medication, or treatments, and these greedy, selfish people don't seem to be accountable to anyone or to any human system of justice, well, let me just say that those accounts will also be settled by God himself. Human suffering at the hands of others' greed has an expiry date. And that's when Jesus returns and will hold those people accountable. May you be found on the other side where Jesus says, "Enter into the joy of your Lord." I'll see you tomorrow.